Hello everybody, Ian Robson here. Welcome back to an episode of Counted Line. Today is the first day of summer. This is day 1 of 9 in the summer, and this is first cut basically. And our hay may have been ready earlier, but I didn't notice until just the first day of summer here. So there we go. I got the 885. He's currently just mowing the field here, and I have the Oliver over here with the tedder. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of tedding. And we'll go from there because we need to get this done. So this time around, we actually have a square baler this time, as opposed to a round baler. So let me just show you the square baler I picked up a while back here, which is right there. The Massey Ferguson. This is from the Massey Ferguson pack. So this is from the Massey Ferguson pack, and I think that's it actually that we have. So this is the Massey Ferguson MF5. Does big square bales, although in reality it really doesn't. It does small squares, but in this game it does, so we're going to go with that for the time being. And what else do I want to show you? Ah yes, this is kind of interesting. So one thing I noticed is that, do they need water? No. Oh yes they do, a little tiny little bit. So one thing I kind of noticed is this. Let me just, what did I call it? Water loop, I think? Or cow's water loop, maybe? Yeah, that's what it was. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to load this course. I'm going to set it for 1 number of run. So what this is going to do is it's going to go to the tower right here, fill up the water, like so, and then it's going to drive around here, and I probably want to slow this down a little bit. I feel like it takes the turns a little too fast. Let's set this to 30 as a maximum. So there you go. So basically I started recording the course here and just drove straight along here, and then turned, obviously. And then what I did is I set a waypoint right here, like so. And what will happen is it'll stop here, fill up the cows, and then it'll keep going because it doesn't need any more. The cows don't need any more water. So usually you'll get a little sign saying you need some more. And it's going to take a little turn here, and then it's going to stop right here. How cool is that? And basically that course is in the liquid transportation mode. So that's how you can set that up. Basically drive around here, you just drive past this point, it'll automatically fill, and you put a waypoint at the water tank, and that's that basically. So I thought that was kind of neat. And the other thing I did was I just set this guy up to do a little loop here. So basically he is the TMR loop, like so. And then I just had him stop in here basically. So he just drives out here, does a loop, and goes back out. And basically what this one does is it stops by the where the straw and the hay is, and it also stops by where the silage is. And also, some of you with a keen eye I'll probably notice the fact that I have a conveyor belt here. Now there's a very specific reason why I brought the conveyor belt and brought it over here. And the specific reason is this little thing right here. I have not been able to move this little section of silage at all. So I don't know why, but for whatever reason, this little bit of silage right here, I can't move with a front loader, and it doesn't seem to want to move it with the conveyor belt either. So that's what I was trying to figure out to see if I could move that, but apparently we're taking silage from here, not over there. So I don't understand what the deal is there. So I may have to bring the roller in here, maybe the sweeper, and get that done. I don't know. It may solve the problem, but anyways, that's what we got there. And what else was I going to do? There was something else I wanted to buy. What was it? 1 second. Ah yes, I remember what it was now. So the other thing I wanted to get is, let's pick up this guy right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab the IT runner right here, the heavy duty. Now this should work with all the other ones, but it'll also work with this guy right here. So this combination is $65,000, and the cool part about this is I should be able to use that with this right here, the wood container from the IT runner pack as well. So that's what I'm hoping for. So that'll give me, it'll take 2 birds with 1 stone basically. So I don't use the manure transport very often, and I won't cut wood very often. And as I mentioned, apparently there is a wood area in the northeast corner, it looks like, up there. So we'll have to go check that out momentarily. So we're going to go ahead and pick up those two things right now, and I'll show you the reason why. Grab this, make this brown. That's going to be primarily for slurry, just as a reminder. This also does water too, actually. Actually, I'm going to leave this green. I like the standard color. There we go. And we'll send one of our tractors out there to pick that up and bring it back here. So let's send our New Holland here. We'll send him on the shop loop. Let's see here. The shop cell loop. There we go. And he's going to go pick that up. Actually, you know what he should do? Where did I put that other little... I think it's over here. We're going to sell the other trailer because it's too small. And it takes like what seems like too many loads to do. Too many loads to go back and forth between the farm and the other area. And I don't really use it for anything else right now, so... Although I think the hook lift pack is going to be a bit more useful. So we'll set this guy up to take this back, and we'll pick up the other thing when we're done here. So let's get him set up here. He should stop there momentarily. There he goes. Send him on his way. Excellent. Good. Let's do some tedding while that guy's doing that. So as you can see, our Mass Ferguson is doing a pretty good job of mowing this down pretty quickly, actually. So it moves pretty quicker than I thought actually it was going to move, to be honest with you. Remember when I first got it, I was like, wow, that's awfully quick. What's going on there? So I was pretty pleased with it. So anyway, so now we have a facility that can work for wood, and I hope there is a wood section up there, unless I'm just totally out to lunch here, which is, you know, could be possible too, I suppose. Anything is possible. So this was cut with the new course generation system. I believe it was, at least. Was it? Maybe it wasn't. I can't remember now. Actually, no, it wasn't. This was done with the old system, but it really doesn't matter now that I think about it. So gonna do this tedding, and then we'll get the rake in here. And once the rake is in here, we'll be able to do some square bills. And someone suggested that I test out using the thing that does 3 stacks at once. And we'll see how that works out together. Apparently, you can just unload it in the field. It's the way it works. So I've been told, at least. So the sunny days, so we don't have to worry about the wet crops. If we had the wet crop symbol in the top right-hand corner, we wouldn't be able to do this right now. It wouldn't dry at all. You just basically ted it, and it would come back as grass again. So not super helpful for us. Also, before I forget, I don't know if I showed this to you, but now I can feed my cows corn. That was one of the changes I made, and that's kind of one of the reasons why we kind of jumped a little bit into the summer here, because I had to do a couple things before it would allow me to. Really? What are you stuck on? I had to do a couple things before it would allow me to do this. I don't know, I had to like slowly move file by file over to see if I could figure out what the problem was. I don't know. In the end, I didn't really find out exactly what the problem was, but I was able to get it to work. So also, because of that, what happened was went back to like the day 1 of spring and had to change these back to their regular state. So I don't know what our yield's going to be like, but in the meantime, I planted field 33 in corn because of that, because then we can feed our cows corn in the winter. So we got 10 and 11 as wheat once again, and canola in number 8 there. So hopefully we'll have some good yields, some good numbers, and then we'll make some decent money there. So that's what I'm hoping for, at least. Where's that New Holland? Why is he just sitting there? Is he going in circles or something? Oh yeah, he totally is. I don't know why he was going in circles, but apparently he is. Trying to figure out why he wasn't going there. Obviously he was doing circles, so he's just grinding into the ground there. Why do you want to go back there? Don't go back there. Go to the next waypoint. Go to one of these ones. There we go. Sheesh. Sometimes you gotta tell course play exactly what to do. Ah, well. Alright, so hopefully we got a decent amount of bales out of this field. I'm not sure what the exact number is going to be in the end, but I suspect it'll be a relatively high number. Given, well, maybe it's not, because what happened was, when I actually started, I started a new save and switched things over, and that's when I was finally able to get things working the way I wanted it to. And then at that point, that's when I was able to get the corn as a crop I could feed my, what happened there? Crop that I could feed my cows. So I'm not sure what the yield's going to be. It may be great, it may not be great. I don't know. We'll see. We shall. I can't even speak today, apparently. We shall see. Alright. It's like saying, seashells by the seashore. I think I had my students say that once, just for fun, to see how they would actually work with it, and it was pretty comical to see how they're able to do. If memory serves, they actually did fairly well. So, I was relatively pleased. Although it's still not something easy to do. Not even for a native speaker, so. Once we get these headlands done, we can go up and down. I guess we can just go diagonal along the field. And, actually what we should check out is, let's see, this will be grass, Ted. Oh, I don't have a rake one. This might be the old rake one, so I'm just going to delete that. And then I'm going to go grass outline, which is around this field. And then I'm going to put it into this way. And then 8.7 meters, so we'll take this down maybe 8.5, just so there's a little bit of overlap there. And we'll set the starting corner up like as this. I'm just curious what this is going to be like. Let's do... doesn't matter. I guess we can do the headlands after, and we'll do 4 headlands, just be on the safe side. And let's see what this does. I wonder why it won't let me generate a course here. That's curious. One second here. That was weird. Just needed to restart the course. So let's raise this up for a quick second here and just see what happens. So I'm going to generate the course from this corner. I'm going to see where it's going to go. Alright. Yeah, see? I can't tell which direction that is. But yeah, that makes way more sense. So that's with the new course generation system. Also, I always forget about this feature, but it's a little eye here. Yeah, that's way more efficient than the way it's doing it right now. And that's with the new course generation system. So where's the first waypoint then? Somewhere up there. Just to give you an idea of how much more efficient that new course generation system is in comparison to the old system. It's crazy. I'm going to save that as grass field. Take the caps off. Grass. I guess we could say field work 8.5 meters. There. Excellent. Turn that off for a quick sec. Grab this guy right here. And we'll move. I really should have made this course so it dropped the item off right over here in this area, but it's fine. Here we go. Drop that off there. We don't really need it anymore. Well, we still need it, but I'm just gonna make my life easier by getting the other one. And it'll probably work. It'll work with. Oh, did I lease it? Oh, there we go. I was like, I don't remember leasing it. Usually I buy things. I tend to have a tendency to buy everything as opposed to lease it. Alright, let's grab the hook lift here. So the really nice thing about this particular trailer is that it holds 50,000 liters. There we go. Let's come over here and we'll grab this. And hook this up. Like so. It's funny, I was never a big fan of this pack in FS13, I think it came out, or 15. Because there were so many mods that did exactly the same thing, so it just seemed unnecessary. But since using it a little bit, I think it's kind of neat. I still think the mods basically did the same thing. And I didn't think it's super necessary, but... Alright, you're gonna go to this close waypoint now? There you go. Alright, back to tedding here. Excellent, that mower's almost done, look at that. What I should have done is generate a new mowing course too, that would have been way more efficient. That would have made my life a lot easier, but oh well. C'est la vie, I suppose. Wonder how big our rake is. I think our rake maybe is over 9 meters, I want to say. Something in that neck of the woods. Yeah, something in that neck of the woods. I'll definitely have to readjust that mowing course so it's more efficient. Because I think its current direction is not necessarily the most efficient route ever, so anyways. Alright, looks like our T7 is back here. Let's send him down to the dairy barn, and then we'll grab some slurry from down there. Top up our fertilizer mix over there. It needs manure too, and it also needs slurry. So either or basically is what it's going to need at some point in the near future. There we go. Send him on his way. I don't know why. I always leave these on. 'Cause I don't need them on, but I always leave them on. I don't know. I just like seeing where the course is going. Also, because I switched out, I noticed this is what happened. And this might have been from having the growth manager in some before and kind of messing around with a couple things. So I don't know. I'll have to keep an eye on it, but it seems to be working so far. So we still can't harvest any of our fields yet. Looks like we're almost there on that one field, but not quite. So, anyways, let's finish up tedding here. Apparently I missed a little bit when I came around the first time. Don't know why, but you know, stranger things have happened, I suppose. Alright, there we go. Lift that up. Make a turn here. And start in this little section over here. Hopefully, I don't know how far we're gonna get today on this, but at least get the tedding done. And get the tedding done, I think, maybe, and then we'll see. I don't know. It all takes time, right? There we go. Nice. Alright, the T7 just came up here, up to our cow area here. Let's just come around here and fill this up. Is that going to be close enough? Helps if you pick the right thing. There we go. Fill that up, because that'll take 50,000 liters, I think. I don't think we have quite enough. Actually, you know what I should do? I shouldn't. I'll have to bring the mower down here and just mow up some grass and give the cows some grass. Because apparently I totally forgot about that aspect, the fact that I can mow it now. Anyways. Stranger things have happened, right? So I'm just going to finish up the mowing here with this guy. Can I see all the edges? Oh, I can actually. Nice. So just going to finish up the mowing with the Mass Ferguson 885 here. And I set the other guy up on a hard worker to ted the grass there. I don't usually mow with this thing. I don't think I mowed with it last time, so I figured might as well mow with it this time a little bit here. Or I don't know, it's in forage wagons, forage harvester, so I guess some people might consider it a forage harvester, or I guess to a certain extent. Unfortunately, this is the only header you can actually use with it, but that's fine. But this is probably quicker than Courseplay doing it, because Courseplay is taking like ridiculous turns all the time, and that's because it's using the old course generation system as opposed to the new one. So. See, and now that's probably, you know, more than Courseplay has done. Would have done, I should say. I do like the turning circle on this thing too. It's nice. There we go. And also, this will allow that tedder to get have some time to do its thing. Yeah, I don't even need to adjust the sights at all. It's actually pretty good. Pretty good, actually. I haven't used this thing much, but it is pretty awesome, I have to admit. I know Farmer Beavis is a big fan of this thing, and I can see why. Look how it's actually a lot of fun to drive. It kind of reminds me of it's like a mini Big M, a little bit. The only difference is it doesn't swath it as well. I don't think we'll get into that at that point. It's not really necessary, really. Not with the size of fields we have. And if we've got more cattle, then maybe. But at this stage in the game, not necessary at all. Alright. There we go. Yeah, you can get a field done pretty quick with this, actually. I don't know, I think one lonely farmer might call it a no-rower. I don't know about this one. This one's not the New Holland. If memory serves, he wasn't too fond of the New Holland. That gave him lots of problems. And now he's got the John Deere... I forgot the W235, I think is the mower he has now. And he seems to really like it, so... There we go. Nice. Almost done this little section here. I don't know. For some reason I prefer mowing to tedding. It's more satisfying, I guess? I don't know. Here we go. Getting first cut on the way. Shouldn't be too much longer, I imagine. Also, I turned the traffic back on. I had it turned off for the longest time. I just forgot to turn it on half the time, so I was like, oh yeah, I guess I should turn that back on. So the other day, when I was fiddling around with the map details, I was like, oh, might as well turn this back on now, so that's why it's back on now. So far it hasn't caused any major issues. It can, at times, but it's not super crazy here. Alright. Yeah. I think this is definitely faster than having Courseplay do it. Just because the way you can do the turns, like you don't have to slow down at all. Whereas Courseplay would probably slow down and make a nice fancy turn, and you can just, you know, get all crazy with it. There we go. Nice. And last little bits here. And last little bit of hay to be cut. There we go. Nice. Let's take this over to the cow farm. Get that field done as well. This isn't the exit to the field, but I don't know where I don't think there is an exit on this field. This side. Oh, I guess it's over there, technically. All right. Takes down to the cow field or the cow pasture, and we'll mow some hay down there too. All right, just coming up to the cow farm here. And I guess I should move that T7 back. It's full right now. 76 liters worth, or 76 liters, 76%. There we go. This thing moves a lot slower than I thought it was going to. For some reason I thought it would go like 50 kilometers an hour. Maybe the newer ones do, but this one definitely doesn't. Seems slow moving it around. So what it is I'm just going to regenerate a new course, a new mowing course for this guy in this field up here. I'm just curious to see how much more efficient it is going to be than the previous one. I suspect it should be a lot more efficient. I suspect. Because I think the other one went like northwest. I don't know. I forget which way it went. So I'm going to do 4 headlands. Have it set to 4.9 meters. Just so there's a little bit of overlap in case they miss any bits. And let's see how this works out. And yeah, that makes way more sense. See? Look at that. Alright, let's save this as grass, dairy, mow, 5 meters. Excellent. Get this guy on his way here. Alright, let's grab this guy here. So I knew it was going to take... I was going to use all of the slurry. We still don't produce that much slurry, honestly. Like, we produced... In this time, we produced, you know, 36,000 liters. So not very much, with 40 cows. Also, that's where that case stops at one of the waypoints there. Excellent. That's why you're seeing the... Oh, the 1455 has stopped. That's its waiting point. The engine's turned off though, so I'm not too worried about it, honestly. So let's fill up our fertilizer mixer. And then we need some manure as well, but I'll do that off camera. Last time that was a bit of a... I think I left a comment on my own video saying, oh wow, I really did futz around with that manure, didn't I? There we go, good. Which apparently, I looked the word up actually in the dictionary just because I was kind of curious to see what they would say about that. And apparently it's a informal or slang word, almost. Which I thought was kind of funny, so... Anyhow. So I'll get this topped off. I will get the grass field over there mown up. And I'll get the other one tedded up, and we'll do some baling next episode, I think. That's definitely going to be the plan. Also, I was just looking at the prices earlier today, and look at the price of soybeans, 4,200. So in the early summer is when I probably will have to sell my soybeans next time. So that's almost $1,000 more per 1,000 liters than what I actually got for it. So a little word to the wise. Early summer apparently might be a better time to sell our soybeans. All right, so here we are at our fertilizer maker here. Let's go ahead and drop some slurry in here. Top it off. So the reason why I like this thing is because I didn't want to have to do like 100 trips, because the last time I think I had to do like 10 trips or something. It seemed like 10 trips. There we go. There's no tip function here. And what's the... yeah, so we're already at 25% and takes 10,000 liters, so that's going to probably fill it up to 100%, so there you go, folks. Nice, and we still have a little bit of fertilizer left from last time. Sweet. Alright, folks, that'll be it for me for today. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more Counterline. Next time we'll come around and we'll do some baling. I'll catch you guys later.